can see as the years have gone by that there's a dream in our land, like a flame that keeps burning. Oh, and the lantern of hope to the harbor still shines, and those who seek freedom's dream to its light are still turning. Now we look to the skies and we lift up our eyes, smiling out with the dawn that we will see our It's our star-spangled banner unfurled as a sign to the faith and the hope to the world. Does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the
Well, hello there.
Hello there.
How's it going?
Okay. So hold on, can you hold on just a second?
I would
I am
love
like I'm 9% and I'm trying to get some juice for my phone. Excuse us. Say hi, honey.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Chip.
Hello, everyone. I am just coming home from the airport and my plane was delayed. So here we are in the car. But you know what? Welcome to my life. Ta-da!
You have been on like a world tour. You have been all over the place.
Well, what's really cool is what you just played was at Shadow Mountain Church in El Cajon, California, San Diego. And that's actually Dr. David Jeremiah's church. And that's who I've been with over the past couple weeks. And so we just did a whole bunch of rallies, like a tour with him where he was preaching and I was singing with a worship team. And so it's kind of cool because you just played that. That just kind of worked out.
That is awesome. So hello, Debbie. Yes, obviously. Hello, Sienna. How is everybody doing? Hey, Patty.
Good everybody.
You. So where on earth could we possibly start? I mean, where do you want to start? Because
my goodness, I don't. Yeah, right. Like lots have been going on, huh?
Oh
well,
yeah.
So my husband wants to say something.
We'll start with me. I was born in Columbus, Ohio. Okay.
Everyone, that's my fabulous husband, Chip. We've been married. November 6th will be what? 28 years.
Yep.
28 years.
Wow.
We just try to help each other remember. And then my daughter's back here. got her headphones
All
on.
right.
Picked her up from work, and so anyway, this is part
Right,
of this
Debbie?
is the life, man. This is what we do. A little bit in the car, we're coordinating. It was raining like cats and dogs just a minute ago, and so we thought we might have to, pull over, but it's better now. So anyway,
You guys are the best. What a welcome it is. So I'm going to kick things off with topic number 1. First question of the night.
First question, I'm ready. Shoot.
What happened recently where you exited the Voices of Liberty? Do you want to share?
I sure do. Sure, absolutely. So I had been okay. Does everybody know that I had some foot surgery?
I don't know if everyone knows.
So I had some foot. Okay, so I had some foot surgery. I had a really bad bone spur on my left heel, and it broke off and got embedded into my Achilles tendon. Gross. I know you're all like, no. Anyway, had to have that worked on. So anyway, it was quite a recovery process, a whole lot more than I realized, because Voices had was still on the stage. I still couldn't go back to work. If the group had been back in the rotunda, I would have been able to go back a lot sooner. So anyway, I just wasn't well. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. They were so incredibly gracious. They, our dance captain Whitney, and Karen Baker. They were all really awesome to try to coordinate me not having to go up and down stairs. I mean, like all the things, but I just couldn't get back, in top shape. So anyway, I did go back, and I thought I'll be fine, and I observed for a couple of weeks, and it wasn't gonna be good for me. And so I needed to make a change. Honestly, I just needed to make a change. I really had been at a crossroads for a while, to be honest with you. And I knew I just had kind of some unrest inside. Like, am I supposed to take a jump and do some more ministry things,
Yeah.
So I felt like that was the time, to be honest. It wasn't just about my foot, it really was, I just felt like time for me to explore some other opportunities, let someone else have a turn in Voices of Liberty. So, my time there, I was, I don't know if you know that I was up for a Dove Award, which is a Christian, kind of a Christian Grammy, really. And I was nominated for Inspirational Album of the Year, which I did not win, but that's okay. I was nominated, and it was an absolute dream come true. To just, and it's so cliche. Everybody's like, oh, it's such a, thing to be nominated. It truly was for me, because it was a dream for me to get to do that. And, but anyway, so I had that going, and then touring with Dr. Jeremiah. There were just a lot of ministry opportunities that came up, and I just felt like that was kind of the way I was supposed to go. So I left kind of quick because of that, because of the doves and everything. So, but left on beautiful terms. And but I'm not going to sub or anything. I'm just because when you sub, and this is a hats off to all of our subs. When you sub, you have to be ready with that show at the drop of a dime. Like when they call you, you got to know that show. So if you haven't been in for a month or so, you got to kind of refresh, and that's hard. Subs are really special. And I just think that for me, it's just not something that that I want to maintain, if that makes sense. No offense, no bad talk, nothing like that. It's just, I don't feel like maintaining that show. Said with love. Said with love.
With all the love in the world.
All the love, you know. But yeah, I just feel like there's other opportunities for me, and you know, Voices is just kind of, as a lot of you know, seemingly kind of taking in how to help me, Danny, a special, like a new turn.
Yeah. Evolving
different
into
music, you know, different
into a new
music,
chapter.
a bit of a different philosophy, you know, which is just the way it is, you know, and doesn't mean that it's it's hard for me to say. I've been there so long, you guys.
What year did you start again? What was your first?
1989.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Derek Johnson hired me. He took a chance with a very young little girl, and he hired me in the fall of 1988. I was 20 years old. I was so young, and so, you know, I've been there a long time doing that. So a shift, like has evolved. You know, it's been a slow, you know, shift. Things need to change. You know, I'm just ready for something else. That's all.
Yeah, and you have quite the somethings else going on. First, am I giving you feedback, or is that like rain?
Hi, Tina. What? Say that one more time. You cut out just for a second.
That answers the question. I said, am I giving you feedback, or is it rain? I think it's better.
It's feedback. There's no rain.
Oh, okay. Then it's just me. Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina. Thank you for coming in.
Okay. Question.
Okay.
Deborah is.
Questions. Can you read them?
Yes. Deborah is asking, what am I going to do? Hold on. Let me try to fix this.
Okay.
Is this better? Huh.
It's when you talk.
Okay.
It's discrepancy.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay, so I muted you for a second because I'm giving you feedback. So instead of me hearing you through you, I'm going to ask you this question and then unmute you. Hopefully that'll work. So Deborah is asking, what was your most memorable moment as a member of Voices of Liberty?
That is going to be a hard one. There were so many. I would say, yeah, there were several.
That's gotta be tough.
Okay, back in the late 80s, early 90s, there was a plane. Walt had a plane, a small, you know, plane, and we took that. The Voices of Liberty got to fly in that several places. They went to
No way.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan. I wish I had pictures to show you guys right now. I'm sorry that I don't. But they went to the Ronald Reagan library in California, and we went at candlelight time. This is when candlelight was only at the Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
So we would ride on this fabulous Walt plane, Disney plane, and at least it used to be over at the studios, like they had it, and on the front of that stage door, because they retired it, you know. But anyway, we would fly all over Florida, and the Voices of Liberty would go to the rehearsals for the high school kids.
Wow.
Can you hear me?
Kind of. I'm keeping up, but it's like a tad.
Oh, exactly.
Let me. Huh.
Hang on. Hold on, people. Hold on. There we go. Okay.
Huh. That's better.
There we go. So it was me.
What was that? Was it
I'm so sorry.
Was it the phone charging?
It was. I think I needed some I don't know. I needed some juice. People, please, we'll do a better one of these later. But stay with us. Stay with us. I promise. So okay, so we would go around Florida, and we would go to the different high schools that were part of the candlelight experience, which back then it was at the Magic Kingdom and only for 2 nights. Okay.
Okay.
And so we would rehearse with these high school kids. So, you know, the first and second soprano would go sit in the soprano section, you know, and the like. Okay. And so, and then we'd sing a couple songs for the kids. And it was honestly, one of my favorite times because we had interaction, you know, and that slowly got shifted and taken away, which was kind of too bad. But that was a really neat thing, was to fly on the plane. Another thing also for me was also with candlelight. It was again at the Magic Kingdom. You're there for 2 nights, and James Earl Jones was the speaker, and so everybody's backstage, and he gets up, you know, in the beginning, you know how he does, like Darth Vader, and I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? And so that was incredible. And then at the Magic Kingdom back then, you know, we were at the train station. That's where they positioned everybody.
Yeah.
And they, when the kids would come in with the candles, you know, with how they hold up the candles, they would shut all the lights off on Main Street, like everywhere. So the only thing you saw were the candles and the kids. It was absolutely awesome.
That must have been stunning.
It was so awesome. And so, you know, that was pretty great. You know, I mean, there were many of those kinds of moments, you know. The 4th of July, the first 4th of July after 9/11 was really impactful, very emotional.
Question: did you do the national anthem solo that year too? 2002?
No. That wasn't
a different
something
show?
that we were doing yet. No.
Okay.
But those, you know, those experiences on 4th of July, I mean,
Oh,
absolutely awesome. You know, the crowds are really patriotic and feeling good, and it's, you know, it's such a wonderful time to celebrate America. You know, that's, I mean, we're Voices of Liberty, right? So that's like our day.
yeah.
So,
You are not kidding. Here's my question that I have that I didn't think about until today. Do you remember what your first and last songs with voices were?
whoa, that's a good question.
Right?
You don't remember what you had for lunch.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
I heard it.
Yeah, Danny, help. I have to be nice to him because he's driving, but still. You know, I don't remember, but I do remember that we did what we called, you know, the ultimate set. We did this set a lot. This Land, Skip, To My Lou, and Oh Susanna, which back then we did that every set. And then we did Shenandoah and Battle Hymn of the Republic. So
Wow.
yeah. So I'm not sure if that was the very first one, but we definitely did it on my very first day. Yeah.
That is awesome. And what did you end up closing out with? Like on what ended up being your final day? Do you remember what your last song ever was?
I don't. It was on the stage. So I think it was, you know, like, because it was in February. You know, I think it was probably you know, You'll Never Walk Alone, or Gonna Build a Mountain, or something like that. So, but I don't remember. That's terrible of me.
I'll try to do the
excellent
research.
question.
Tina and I, as Voices super fans, will put our brains together and do some research. So we will get back to you with that.
Thank you. Okay, good.
Tina also wants to know what your favorite Voices song to sing was.
Okay, I have several, but one of my absolute favorites is the Songs of the West medley.
I knew you were going to say that.
Hands down.
I love that one.
I love it. I love it. Always have. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Mine and Jerry Miles, Derek Johnson's daughter. She and I, that was our absolute favorite song to sing together. Yeah.
That is awesome. I loved when you did He's Gone Away.
Oh, He's Gone Away. That was a great one. Yes. And Back Home in Indiana. I loved that one too.
Oh.
Give Me You're Tired. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint, but Songs of the West was my absolute favorite.
That is amazing. So we hit the voices topic. Now I think we have to go to the other V, and that being Voctave. First things first, Sienna has a question. What is your favorite Disney song to sing with Voctave?
Oh, Disney song to sing with Voctave. Oh, I'm trying to think. What is my well, but it needs to be a Disney song.
I mean, preferably. By the way, while you're thinking, I will stall and I will share a fun fact that I didn't know about Chip. I should point this way. Until until Jamie Ray shared this fun fact on a recent live stream that Voctave held. It was him and Ashley on Voctave's Instagram. He shared that it was Chip Coburn, who you see right there, who came up with the idea to pair Carol of the Bells and the Bells of Notre Dame together for that song.
It's true. We were sitting at a restaurant having dinner, the three of us, and Chip said, well, why don't you put them together? You know, put these two songs together. And Jamie was like, I gotta go. You know, like he had to go. He goes, I mean, his mind was going, you know. But that was nice that he shared that. Yeah. But yeah, Chip is a fabulous idea guy. He has, you know, he thinks kind of out of the box, and you know, sometimes, you know, when you are having trouble of thinking other than what's right in front of you, you kind of need a couple of other people to throw in an idea, you know, just throw something into the hat and, you know, help jog. So
do you know what else Chip Coburn can do?
Let me see. I mean, I really do love singing the Princess medley with the girls, but the new one that we just put together, the Heroes and Villains, that is
unreal,
spectacular. It is so much fun. I mean, so the guys doing, you know, heroes and villains, and but it is a stacked arrangement. It is really something. So I think right now that's my favorite.
Oh, I love that one. The question is that one, do you think, wait a minute, have you guys done that one live already? Or not yet? Uh-oh, I think we lost Tiff. It's buffering. It's loading. In the meantime, we lost Tiff. She'll be back. In the meantime, let me show you what else Chip can do. On top of coming up with stellar, genius Voctave ideas, he also does this and makes incredible cells. I have two of them. We've given one away here before, but I had to bring out the prop. Oh, here comes Tiff. Tina, of course, I should have asked you. Of course you have the answers. Oh, yes. I did know that they do that one live. How could I forget? I love all Disney songs. I am with your daughter, Sienna, 110%. Michelle, I saw this. I have to keep this up, or at least bring this back up when Tiff comes back, which, as you all can see, she is buffering. Hopefully the connection will be back stronger than it has been all night, and it's going to be beautiful. So look at, I see Tiff on another device. There you are.
I'm trying. I've been trying. Sorry.
You are making it happen.
Sorry, guys. This is crazy. Stick with us. I promise.
We're almost home.
Wi-Fi. So, by the way, Michelle has this comment.
Okay.
Can you see the comments that I highlight or no?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So here is Michelle's comment that I was just reading while you were buffering and coming back that I had to
Can you
keep on
read it
to
one
show
more
you.
time?
Yes. It says, Tiffany, I used to work for Fred Waring, Lighting, and the Voices of Liberty have the closest sound to his group I've ever heard. Thank you for your passion for vocal excellence. Always brought chills.
Thank you, Michelle. Let me tell you something really cool. So many of the Voices of Liberty came from Fred Waring.
Huh.
The initial, they came from Fred Waring and also Regeneration. So, like Sue Martin, or it was Sue Really, but Sue Martin, the beautiful redhead.
Yep.
The stunning high soprano. She was wearing. Don and Julie Dykoff, Rod Fletcher, Scott Harrell. Stunning singers, and they were all Fred Waring singers. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun when you look at that. Yeah, Mr.
Yes. Okay.
So
Bye, y'all.
Bye, Tip. Thanks for driving.
Yeah, thanks for driving.
And the jokes in the green room before the show went on.
You guys are really patient. Thank you.
That is so cool. Okay, so question. Back to Voctave. What is next for Voctave? Talk to me about, because I've been seeing all these posts everywhere for Voctave and for your Grammy consideration. So talk to us about that and how everyone can help getting you guys what is so... I have been dying for you guys to be recognized at the Grammy since, for forever. So talk to us about that.
Well, so we they're in the last stages of Grammy, getting all the Grammy nominations together, to get the ballot, with the actual nominations on there. That they're in the last stages of that. So it's kind of the last push, so that if you are a voting member of the Grammys, we are we're not on the ballot yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how it works, but that you could vote for us, as well, honestly, as solo stuff for me. I'm up for grassroots album, for Christian album.
Yeah.
So it's, for Voctave, we're absolutely blown away. We're absolutely so excited about our record. Oh yeah, You Are More. That's my solo record, and it's up for grassroots album. So yeah, so if we got a nomination nod, a Grammy nod, I think it would just, it opens the door to new opportunities, a different level of production people that would see you, that would visualize you in maybe one of, like, a theme song for a movie. You know what I'm saying? So, because come on, they're never gonna not do James Bond movies, and we should totally be a James Bond theme song group. Just saying. Or me. I'm happy to do that myself. Listen, that is one of my bucket lists, I'm not gonna lie, is to be a theme song. But so Vox is we're really hyped up about that. Very excited.
That is so super cool. So let everyone know now, first of all, if they want to help you get onto the final Grammys ballot, where can they find these posts about your solo album that is up for consideration? And what do we want them to do?
Where can they find my album? Is that what you said?
where can they find the posts about you being considered, and what should they do with all of those social media posts? Should they share the posts
Please.
everywhere?
Well, I mean, if everybody would share this just everywhere, that would be super, super helpful. And then if whoever's listening, and if you know someone that is a Grammy voting person, if you would ask them to consider voting for me in the grassroots category, or consider voting for Voctave. We're up for several things. We're up for contemporary pop album, and then also the Trolley song is up for arrangement, which is my absolute favorite song to sing right now with the group. So there's several things. So yeah, just share it like crazy. And if you know anybody in any kind of musical category that's a voting member, they could be like a sound engineer, or a rap artist, whatever, but they have all these different categories that they could vote on. So any help would be amazing.
I am all over it. I hope you guys will be all over it. So you can go to Tiffany Coburn Vocalist. I have Tiff's page tagged in this video, so if you're looking at it, you're probably already seeing it somewhere. Well, it was in the event, I think. So you can go to the event that probably you might be watching this through and see Tiff's Facebook page there. So go there, go on Instagram. You are at, let me put this on the screen. Hang on. Let me put this on the screen. So, Instagram, you are at Tiffany Coburn Official.
Official. Yes, sir.
That's right. Boom. So, that's where you can also go.
Look at that. Ticker tape.
Look at how quick. That was lickety split. So, please go to Tiff's Instagram as well, and throw that post up in your stories, repost, put that everywhere. Because if you can help get Tiff onto that Grammy stage, I will be beyond thrilled, as Tiff will be too.
I mean, you're the reason that I even know anything about Instagram, by the way, everyone.
Right.
Danny helped me become, digitally knowledgeable. I mean, good grief. So, yeah, we go way back, don't we, sweetie? I love this guy. Oh. He is something special, and his bride is so amazing. I love Kara and your family. I can't get enough of your family. Which
you are the best.
We're hoping that Voctave comes to New York soon. We're trying.
I know. So I want so badly to go to a Voctave Christmas concert, but I was looking at Utah, and I'm like,
well, because I'd also love for Voctave to, everybody to know who you are specifically, because you're super special to me and my little family, but you're such a huge supporter of Voctave and voices. And while a lot of people know faces, you know how we do, Danny, we know faces, but sometimes we don't always know names. I would love for everybody to truly know the Danny McBride. Excuse me.
I would love. Don't even tempt me. I don't even know what. I would like hit the ground. So, you guys are the best. By the way, how cool is this? Christy is watching us from Ohana at the Polynesian. Is that amazing or what?
Ohana, what?
That is just
Ohana is the
awesome.
Greatest.
Oh,
Listen, I heard that they brought the food back.
Yes. Thank
they brought the real good food back.
Yeah. I'll have to get over there. So next big,
because I went when it opened again, the very first day.
You did?
And I was so bummed because they changed it all, and I was like, "What are you doing? Why did you change it? It was the best." So I was like, "Well, I'm not going back, man." And then I heard that they changed it all back. So apparently, I wasn't the only one that was upset. Yay!
No, I didn't even go. I had a reservation for when it opened for dinner, and I didn't even go to that because
All
I
that
was like,
delicious turkey and meats, they took it all away.
I know.
So that hopefully they brought it back.
Yes, which is now very
So
exciting.
what else? Let's see. What
So
else is going on? Are you coming to Disney anytime soon? Into Orlando anytime soon?
Yes, I am coming like mid-December for a weekend for a quick little trip. So that is going to be.
Happening.
It's the same sound as before. That's a hair better.
Do, Danny.
Hold on. How about that? Can you hear me still? Okay, let's try this.
Hello?
I think that. Uh-oh, it's the same thing. Okay, so give me a thumbs up. Can you hear me? Or can you not hear me?
Can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
So,
this is terrible.
No, it's
and I have Wi-Fi and everything. This is hard.
Okay. So here is my next big question to you. And then I'll make it the final question so we can let you go. Tell everyone what you have going on with your solo projects, where you're going, what you've been up to. Tell everyone about what Tiffany Coburn yourself is doing. Did you get that?
Yeah. No. I can't understand a thing you're saying.
Okay, look what I'm gonna do.
You're just as cute as can be, but you're completely frozen on mine.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, do you want to exit and then come back in? Watch. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Can you write it out?
Yeah.
Oh, guess who's back?
You want to come inside?
Well, but the dogs are inside.
Oh, look.
Can you see that?
Okay. Yes. Okay.
There we go. Can you guys hear me okay? Give me some thumbs up or thumbs down or thumbs downs if I am not sounding okay. I think that I am, but we shall see. Hopefully this will be a good little reset. So I'm going to spoil my own little surprise at the end. Go ahead and hang on, getting rid of that banner, putting something back on. Okay. Okay, good. Patty can hear me. Debbie, Sienna, perfect. You guys are the best. Why, thank you, Michelle. I think that I am learning when things get even more turbulent. You seem to love that. So that is just wonderful. Okay, so I am going to be giving away one copy of Tiff's album, You Are More. So if you want to enter to win that album, it will be for anyone that is watching this now live or on the replay. If you go ahead and put some purple hearts in the comments, you will be entered to win. So Tiff's favorite color is purple, hence my purple lighting in the back. Go ahead, drop some purple hearts, and you'll be entered to win. And I'll announce the winners some point over the weekend. I'll put it on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, so you'll be able to find it. I'm going to guess that Tiff is entering the house where she might have even better Wi-Fi. So that would be wonderful. Here we go. Sienna, Debbie, Patty, that is super exciting. Here's Tiff. She looks indoors. There you are.
Hey, she's indoors.
Oh, talk about quality. That sounds beautiful.
Can you turn that down, Chippy? Oh my gosh. We've tried everything. Oh
So
my goodness. Sorry, everybody.
no,
We're back. We're good.
I just told everyone that by commenting with a whole bunch of purple hearts, because your favorite color is purple, they can enter to win a copy of You Are More.
Oh, how awesome.
So people are entering.
Oh, yay. Thanks, everybody. Oh,
so
my
I will
goodness.
be letting them know over the weekend. Well, that will be super, super exciting.
Okay. Also, let's do, why don't you do a Voctave Christmas one too? And
I would love that.
okay, and we will send that out. Okay.
I
So
think
let's
that is
say make
amazing.
that what, a red heart or a green heart,
Perfect.
maybe?
Yeah, red or green or both Christmas colors. Go wild,
Yeah,
go crazy.
and that'll be it. We'll do a Voctave Christmas one. Yeah. Which,
That
oh
is-
gosh, everyone, you're gonna just love. We've got some wonderful new songs on here. You know, featuring one of our it's Chip. It's okay, just leave them. They're not gonna come. I haven't been home for a while, guys, and my dogs aren't going anywhere. They're like, I'm the alpha of with these dogs. Like my boy dog, you guys, he doesn't eat while I'm gone. He won't. He might have like a little snack, but he won't eat. Isn't that terrible? I mean, you know, my family doesn't feel that way about me, but my dogs do. My family eats, but my dogs don't. They truly love me.
Aw, that is true love. Okay. So
All right.
What I was
So
trying to say before is I wanted you, look what else I can do. I can do this. That's nice too. Tell everyone what Tiffany Coburn, you in your solo realm of projects, has going on, what you've been up to, where you're going, what you have coming up. What do you have cooking?
well, let's see. So I told a lot of people just a little bit ago that I just got off the road with Dr. David Jeremiah, from the amazing pastor from Turning Point and the church Shadow Mountain in San Diego, which is where you played the national anthem from. And he does spring and fall tours, and he takes out a worship team, and I got to be part of that, which was really awesome. They're just amazing. And he preaches something different every night, which I can hardly wait. It's so awesome. Anyway, so that's really fun. And then Voctave's getting ready to go on the Christmas tour, so that's a big thing.
Yeah.
I'm singing a couple of things at my church, First Baptist Orlando, with the choir and stuff. And then but that's really all I've got. I've got a wedding I'm singing at, stuff like that, but really it's gearing up for the Voctave tour in December. But next year, some exciting things.
New album next year?
Well, maybe, not sure. To be honest, we're still, maybe a Christmas album is in the works, maybe, I don't know, maybe. But there is a very exciting possible tour with two very extraordinary singers, ladies. But that's all I'll say.
Would I know them?
Yes. But it's a Christian tour, so, and but that's all I can say. So that's a little surprise. But I have a concert with Mark. Does everyone know Mark Lowry? He did Mary Did You Know?
Yes.
He's the one so I have a concert with him in Houston on February the 20th.
Oh,
Me and him. So that's going to be so fun. Yeah.
I'm going to be in Orlando that day. It's 3 days before my birthday. I would have loved to come, but I will be in Florida.
I can't believe it. Yeah, we're going to be in Houston. It'll be a blast. He's just one of the most gracious people I've ever known, and very deep, just has lots of insight, very mature Christian. And so for me, I really enjoy being with him. And then a voice of an angel, a boy angel, but he's an angel. Anyway, and then have you heard of West Hampton? West Hampton
Yes,
with the Gaithers.
of course. Yep.
So, he does solo things too. We've done a few things together. Again, Dr. Jeremiah loves him and the Gaithers, and so they do lots of stuff for him as well. But anyway, Wes and I are going to do 3 dates at the end of January. One in
Ooh, where?
Evans, I think it's uh, 27th of January, I think, is in Evans, Georgia. And then
Okay.
someplace in Orlando, still kind of waiting on that church, but someplace in Central Florida in Orlando. And then First Baptist Church, Sarasota on the 29th of January. So, kind of a 3-day hit. So
That
that will be
is
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
Question.
I mean, we have a great time together. So
I've seen the videos and they're off the charts.
and he's
Where
a
did
blast, he's a blast. And he's it's fun to be around people that are real, that
yeah,
enjoy laughing, that you have something to talk about, and you learn from each other, and then just enjoy each other's skills. It's kind of fun.
yeah.
So
Where
and then
did
I go ahead.
where did I see you that time that it was outside Disney? You were doing a Christmas show. Where was that again? I know that
Oh,
we
it was
drove out.
Voctave, right?
No, that was
Wasn't
just
it?
you. That was like years ago. That was like
Oh, where was that?
2015, something like that, like years ago.
I don't
Um,
know.
was it in the Villages?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. First Baptist Church, the Villages. Yes.
Yes. Yep.
That's another fantastic church. Beautiful people. Yes, absolutely.
That was some show.
Our my buddy Drew Ochoa from
Yep.
Voctave has sung at First Baptist the Villages several times.
Really?
Oh yeah, they just love him there. He's done some stuff at Easter. I think he might do something at Easter this year too. I mean, they just love him
Oh,
there. That beautiful crystal clear voice.
his
Um,
voice is perfect. Like
Isn't it
it's
so beautiful?
perfection.
And he does the Christmas song on our new record. So you're not going to want to miss it because it is just spectacular.
It's
Yeah,
insane.
he is pretty smooth, man.
Oh,
And
here's
funny.
here's something that I've been meaning to ask, and I
Yes.
think I know the answer, but I want you to tell me.
Okay.
What is your favorite solo Christmas song to sing? Not voices, Voctave, like you at your Christmas time shows. What is your favorite one that you do?
Oh, Holy Night.
I knew it. That's my favorite. It's my
I love
favorite.
Oh
of
Holy
yours.
Night. Yes. And then just as a song, I love Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. That's my husband and I, that's our favorite song. Just Christmas, I have a favorite Christian artist that a lot of you may not know, but she's got a huge following, but her name's Francesca Batticelli. Have you ever heard of her?
Does she do stuff with David Phelps?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, like, she's got a huge
Okay.
following, but she has the most spectacular Christmas album. I never get tired of it.
I
And then,
have
of
to look
course,
it up.
Charles Billingsley's big band album, which you have, right?
I have heard, like I know, look at my Remy pen, by the way.
Oh, very
I know
cute.
who
Very
he
cute.
is.
You know about that record, right? His big band record?
I think so. Like I've heard him, but I don't know
Is
if
it
I've.
like that? No, I'm talking about that's the one that I did with him.
Oh, then yes. Then I had to have.
I mean, we did it a couple years ago. And that was produced by Tim Davis from California, who did Glee and
Wow.
a million different other shows. But I mean, he's like super famous. But he produced it, and it is the most incredible big band record ever. And it's got a lot of like Pied Pipers kind of stuff. Excuse
Oh,
me,
I
guys.
love
My
that.
dogs are
Aw.
so happy. This is
Aw.
Lucy. Or not Lucy. This is Rosie. Hi, Rosie. Anyway, so yeah, I love me some
Do you
Christmas music.
Do you still do Light of a Million Mornings?
Say that one more.
Do you still do Light of a Million Mornings
Oh,
live?
of course. Oh,
Okay,
sure.
good.
Yeah,
I
that's such a
love
good one.
my 3 favorites of yours. 1, Oh Holy Night. 2, All Is Well. 3, Light of a Million Mornings. I saw you do that one live, and I was like, good thing I was still in my seat and not just like collapsing.
Oh, you're so kind. That is very sweet. And have we talked about what that song was for me? You know about that,
No,
right?
yes,
Right.
but
You
tell the
know. Okay.
story.
So, "Light of a Million Mornings," everybody was from a musical, a Christian musical called Everlasting Light. You know, like a mid '80s thing. I don't know who wrote it or whatever, but it was a song, and the demo was Sandy Patty. And I was, oh, what a fabulous song. I was in love with it. Anyway, I came out to audition for Voices of Liberty, and I'd never auditioned for anything like this before. So what do I know? I mean, I just thought, well, I'll do Everlasting Light, you know, or a song from that thing, and it was Light of a Million Mornings. So when I first auditioned for Voices of Liberty, that's what I sang.
That is that's
Isn't that fun? So that's why I did that on my record. That's why it meant something. So
oh, I just love it. One other record related fun fact for everyone watching, you told me this when it was happening, and I still listen to it all the time, doesn't matter if it's not Christmas or not, is can you tell everyone who can be heard on Once Upon a December on last year's Pentatonix Christmas album?
us, Voctave. Did everybody know that? Woo! Yeah, that's
I
us.
First of all, I thought that was the coolest thing when you told me. I was like, get out.
Yeah.
So that's number one. I'm seeing them, by the way,
What?
in like a month.
Where?
December 4th, Mohegan Sun, which is like so close for us. It's like
What's that? Is that a city or something? It sounds like a cocktail. Sorry,
it's
but I mean,
it's like a casino and resort in Connecticut, which is like right across, like taking the ferry for us. We can get there in like 2 hours, not even.
2 hours, no big deal. I mean, a lot of people, Danny, that's a big deal. But listen, I used to be this way with the group Truth. I mean, if they were even within 6 hours, I'm like, oh, that's nothing. I'm driving. But that's funny to me. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's just across the ocean. No big deal.
Yeah. So no. So me and my mom, you know how we are with them.
Love me some Jen. Hello,
She
Jen.
misses you like crazy.
You guys, his mom is a wild, fun woman. I love this woman. And I want to get to know her more. I want to come up to your neck of the woods.
Tell me when.
Wouldn't we have fun? Cross the ferry together. Well, it's only 2 hours.
So we heard that they were going to be there, and we were like, oh my gosh, we have to go. So we have our tickets. We're row 5. We have like the VIP thing.
What?
We are so excited.
Wear your Voctave shirt.
I am going to have to get a new Voctave shirt.
Okay.
And okay, so help me with this. I'm going to let you go because it's been practically an hour. So help me with this thing. We're going to be doing a group photo with Pentatonix for like our tier, like our VIP tier. Each tier gets like a group photo. So probably like, I don't know, 50 of us and like a picture with them, maybe like 40, 50.
Okay.
So I'm going to be like there, and I'm like, okay, if I have like a split second, what could I try to say that would tell them I know you and like Voctave and like say something? Like, what do you
think, Chip?
Tiffany and Jamie said.
Tiffany and Jamie from Voctave say hello. They're my dear friends.
I can do that. Hopefully I will be much more smooth than when I met Idina Menzel at Carnegie Hall in front of the entire place, and I didn't know what to say, and it was so.
You are meeting all these big people. What is happening?
Did I ever tell you that story?
No, please spill it.
Okay, so me and my mom went to see Idina Menzel, Carnegie Hall, New York City. Which haven't you played Carnegie Hall before? Or am I thinking of like?
Yes, I have sung there, but it was with an orchestra and choir concert, and I did sing a solo, but not myself.
Yeah, but you were there. You were on stage.
Yes, I was. Oh, big time! I took pictures everywhere. You better know that they knew I was there. Just anyway, you know me.
So we were there. We were row 2, and this is right before COVID, December 2019. Wow. And she comes into the crowd and she's asking people to share their holiday traditions. And I'm like, what on earth could I say? I'm like, I don't know. Like, we have so many. I'm like, where would I even start? I have no clue what to say. So she comes into the crowd and she's talking to people.
So, like, wait a minute. She comes to the crowd with like a microphone? Like, hey, yes. How you doing? How's your steak? Kind of thing?
Yeah. Yep. into the crowd with a microphone. And now Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez, who, the writers of the songs in Frozen, are there in the audience. They're like right there. Like,
Stop.
they
Did you know that?
Point. Yes, because Kristen Anderson Lopez sang a song with Idina Menzel earlier, and then the husband got up and waved. So she's coming into the audience and she comes like right up to us. And I'm like, no way. And everyone's like saying like, oh, pick me, pick me, pick me. And my mom says something, but like, she says something like funny, like not where like everyone else is like, pick me, talk to me. She says something like trying to be funny. I don't even know what it was.
Oh, no.
My heart was racing. So Idina turns, comes up to us, hugs me. I stand up, hug her, goes to my mom, hugs her, and puts the microphone to me. I am sitting there and you know how like obsessive I can get over certain things. She's one of my favorite people ever.
Yeah, of course.
Top 2 singers of all time. 1 is you, 2 is Idina. So she comes up and I'm like, what on earth, what do I do? I had not a clue. So I end up saying something, and it was like I tried to get like a cheap pop because I'm also a wrestling person. So I'm like, let me look at this like I'm cutting a wrestling promo. So I say something like, no tradition to share, but what could be better than seeing the greatest like singer on earth, even though you are my number 1. I kind of was fabricating.
Whatever.
Something like that, like right here tonight, here with my mom, blah, blah, blah. And she then like gets up, hugs us again. So like, I didn't even know what I was saying, but I came up with that. And luckily enough, people like laughed. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I hope that went over fine. And I was like, I did terrible. But then on the way out, people were like, that was amazing. So I was like, okay, fine. That was fun.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? I mean, I met Donnie and Marie once,
I saw the picture.
It was like 2 seconds, and I was so bummed because it was at the Strawberry Festival and my friend had worked it out for me. Well, not just me, but a lot of other people to get to be the backstage thing. And you literally got to go up and take a picture with them, but then they rushed you off. You didn't get to say anything. You could barely even say, I grew up with you. I want to sing a duet with you. I want, I'm obsessed with you. I mean, you couldn't say anything. They're like, move on. But I mean, I got a cool picture. Hooray. But I am the same as you are. If Donnie Osmond will ever sing with me, Donnie, if you're listening, Donnie, if any of you know Donnie Osmond personally, would you please tell him that I know all the duets and I'm ready? I do. Anyway, or Michael Bublé. I'm all about singing Quando, Quando, Quando. That's, ready for that as well. So those are my 2 guys. There you go. So I'd be the same exact way. I'd be like, you know, you know who you are? You're Donny Osmond. You know. So I think that's, you know, I think it's endearing, Danny, because you know, we're really just little kids inside. And so I grew up with the Osmonds. And so like, they're still like the best performers ever. You know, Sandy Patty. I mean, I remember when I first met Sandy Patty, I thought I would cry. I probably did a little bit, you know. I mean, when I met Marie Osmond for the first time, I cried. Oh, cried. And I was so embarrassed. I'm like, I'm a grown up. I'm a grown up and I'm crying, you know. But it was that little girl inside of me that was
Yeah.
like, oh my word, you're actually here. Like I can touch you. And she signed one of my dolls, you know, because of course she has Marie Osmond dolls. Here's my obsession with her. Everyone, if you don't know this about me, I love Barbies. I love dolls. Okay. And Marie Osmond used to make fabulous dolls. Well, I got like her Sleeping Beauty because, of course, Sleeping Beauty is my favorite. And she signed it for me. I just The thing about Marie Osmond is that all of the Osmonds, but specifically her, she's been able to reinvent herself, and so I just think she's fascinating. And so she's somebody I want to sit down and have a cup of coffee with. But I want to sing with her brother. So there you go.
I have a laundry list.
I know.
I have like a laundry list of like lifetime goals of like things that I would just love
like
to
bucket list,
do.
right?
Yeah. And one of them is to find a way to get you to sing with Donny Osmond.
I mean, how do we do that? Do we just go to Utah? I mean, do we just go to Vegas and, you know, walk around the Flamingo and go, I'm living it all up to you. Is that what I do?
Yeah,
like,
that's
I know
one
it, Donnie.
tactic.
I'm ready. I know the words, man. I know it. I know.
That is one
Listen,
idea.
if he ever met me, he'd be like, "You poor thing. Oh my goodness. You know, get alive." You're like, I'm like, I can't. I have all your LPs. You know, but you know, we all have that. You know, we all
Yeah.
have those childhood things that we grew up with. You know, that when you hear those songs, like it takes you back. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's why the bands at Epcot, you know, those I don't know what did they call them? Like summer, it was like summer bands or whatever. And they'd bring back Air Supply, or they'd bring back, you know, different groups, Flower Power, you know, and they were so popular because, you know, it brings back really cool memories, you know, of
Yeah.
your, you know, of good days. You don't ever remember the bad stuff. You always remember the good, you know, with music. And
Yeah.
so yeah, music's powerful, man. It's a really powerful tool, you know.
You are not kidding. By the way, apparently
Absolutely.
Donnie is in New York. So
What?
I
Shannon, you're my new best friend. Where is he? Mhm. And the fact that I love purple, I'm not sure if that's because of him, but I wouldn't put it past that.
Yeah, it's not the reason why you love purple. Karen, amazing. Patty, also amazing. Randy, Tiff is coming to Houston with Mark Lowry.
I mean, I how do we do this? When is Voctave coming to Houston? Randy, hi bud. I don't know.
But you're going to Houston.
Where's Bernie, Texas? Because we're going there. Is that like
I don't know.
East Texas or West Texas? I think that might be West Texas. Randy, I don't know, but Houston is such an awesome place. I have wonderful friends in Houston. We were there last Christmas or a couple Christmases ago, and had a good turnout. But I will be sure and post it, I promise.
Yeah. So we've been at this for an hour. I will let you go, but I have to remind everyone that you can get Tiff's album, You Are More, at tiffanycoburn.com. It is streaming everywhere. Follow Tiff at Tiffany Coburn Vocalist on Facebook, at Tiffany Coburn Official on Instagram, and let's get them on that Grammy stage. Am I right?
You want me to show you, before we go, let me show you something that will please you.
Let me see.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
And then
You are legit.
there's, okay, that, see him? You see him?
You're not messing around.
No, and see the Barbies? Aren't they pretty? Yeah, I know.
I would love
Oh,
to hear
you know what? Hey,
commentary.
let me show you this real quick. Okay, one more thing. One more thing. I'm gonna turn on the light. I know, like I'm getting personal, but I thought you'd think that was funny. That's
love
Marie Osmond. Excuse me. That's a Marie doll, and then that's a porcelain Donnie and Marie, and then and that was a Marie doll that she made that Chip got me for Christmas once. And then here's some Barbies that I like. But looky here. This is the last thing I'll show you.
Let me see.
See that?
Yep.
Who's that?
Is that you?
Yes.
When did you get that?
Okay, so I had that done. Honestly, I had it done for my parents. I had it done for my parents for an anniversary because I was a Dickens caroler at Disneyland 87, 88. And it was like, that was the dream come true, you know. And I wore this fabulous purple outfit. Listen, didn't ask for it, but I got issued a purple Victorian dress. And so I thought it would be fun to have just to have it done. And my mom's like, why don't you keep it? And I was like, oh, all right. So it's not like I went and had one done of myself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I did it for my parents, but they're like, thanks, you can keep it. I'm like, oh, all right, great. So I'm gonna hang it with all my dolls, you know. So there's me.
It goes perfect.
And,
I've seen a video of you.
dolls. And there's Marie. What?
I love that.
Listen, I mean, I'm getting personal with all y'all. I love dolls, but I really love Barbies. So I know it's weird to play with them now, but I'll just look at them. Oh, you know, so my daughter's like, oh, so like when I move out, are you gonna make my room into like a doll room? Don't do that, Mom. It's gross and haunted. I go, dolls aren't haunted. Stop it. But I probably will. You know, like it's my house when she leaves, man. It's when she goes. It's like my prerogative. I do whatever I want. She's like, no, it's still my room. I know. Okay.
Oh,
have I gotten off topic
yeah.
or what? So
I love
me.
Yes.
Is Donnie on the phone yet? Come on now.
Apparently, Shannon's saying he was in front of Rockefeller Center doing a TikTok.
You know, now here's what I'm talking about. He, and I don't know who he surrounds himself with, his brothers, his sisters, his wife, everything. They are so progressive. Like they have just stayed connected, you know, and he knows that. I mean, he's got great ideas, you know. Have you seen him like do the happy birthday cards or where he surprised people? You guys can surprise me with a Donnie Osmond. I mean, he can't have Coke, so let's have a Sprite together, or you know, I mean, let's have a decaf coffee.
I think he's getting a restraining order now.
Oh, my husband just said I think he's getting a restraining order now. Come on, y'all, whatever. I would love nothing.
Bucket
list.
The only thing that I would want more than you and Donnie doing a duet is me being there in the front row to watch.
That's because the only way that I'm gonna ever meet him truly like that is if you make it happen. So you will be there. I'll cry, I'll laugh, and then we'll sing some songs. So
Randy says, "You go, Chip."
yeah, Randy, I got the coolest hubby. He's so fun.
He is the best.
Oh, listen, people, thank you for just enduring all this craziness. Welcome to my life. And but we have a good time. We are a very fun family.
Yes,
very busy,
you are.
very fun family. But you know, Danny, you are one of our closest and most precious friends. And thank you for your love and your support. And thanks for letting me share with everybody that moving on from Disney is for me right now is a really good thing. I've been there, and it's time for it. It's someone else's turn to get to enjoy the greatness that Disney is. You know, I got to for so long, and I get to do something else now. So thank you, Danny. And thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Don't forget, go listen to You Are More. Go listen to Spirit of the Season Deluxe Edition from Voctave. And stay tuned this weekend to see if you won our giveaways from tonight. So thank you all so much. I'm going to end it now, but Tiff, I'm going to make you laugh one more time after we turn off.
Okay.
So thanks, everyone. Oh, I almost forgot my sign off. Until next time, remember, adventure is out there. Bye, guys.